Hello and welcome, welcome, ladies. Hello. Hello. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be here. Here you come. Welcome to our Q&A June call. Whoop, whoop, get it, Jenny. Whoop, whoop. Hello, ladies. Welcome, welcome to our Q&A call. So good to see you. So good to see
Hi,
you.
Serena.
Hi, Heidi. Hi, Kat. Mary and Lisa. Welcome, welcome, Marilyn. Hi, Crystal. There's Becca jumping on and Charmaine. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Yay, good to be here. So as you get the camera pointed at your face and you close all the windows indoors on your other computer, turn off your phone, all the good things. The only thing that you need open is this Zoom link and the Facebook page for the ELA group. Those are the only things you need open. If you have printed out any part of the ELA manual so that you can make notes on it, you get bonus points and get to pat yourself on the back for that. Go ahead, give yourself a little love. And if you haven't done that yet, don't flog yourself, but just make a note how important it is, unless you like that kind of thing, how important it is to, thanks Kat, how important it is to participate as fully as you can in this program and make it a learning experience. Because what this program is not is a competition. This program is a learning experience. Yeah, this is not a competition. We are not in competition with each other. This is a classroom, not a competition. And so show up as a student. Bring your notebook, bring blank pieces of paper, do all the things to make yourself ready. And I want to give you more of her. There we go. Yeah, Dakini in the door. Excellent, excellent. Oh, I am so excited to be here today because this is one of my favorite calls. It's obviously the one I've had the most experience in. It's what I came to the ELA program with, was experience in speaking. And I had still, even though I had years of experience of performing and putting on my own events, I still had to learn how to equate my speaking, my talent, and what I had to offer into letting people know I was in business. And building a bridge between my talent and letting people know I was in business made all the difference in me earning a sustainable income. Before I came to ELA, I did not know how to do that. So this call is key on some of those distinctions. And then we're going to roll into questions that you might have around anything revolving your signature talk. And as always, I just like to jump right in. Like when there's a pool party, when there's a river, I always want to jump in first. And then I see Shannon Fisher's face and I'm like, oh, that's right. We have announcements and important ones. And so I want to hand it over to my wing woman, Shannon, to let you know what's important this month in June and what you need to move forward in the program. Hi, Shannon. Welcome to the call.
Hello, ladies. Good morning. I do have some announcements. What is most important? We want to keep you up to date on. First announcement is the enrollment game. So we announced it last week, and if you weren't on the call or haven't listened to the recording, we have launched an enrollment game. This is a motivational, fun exercise for you to earn points and prizes by doing the activities that we most want you to do. These are the income-producing activities that we want all of you focused on. That is discovery sessions, practice discovery sessions, signature talks, and of course, selling your packages. So if you haven't looked it up, go to your games tab in the membership site, access the information about the enrollment game. There's a handout, print it out, post it next to your computer, and set yourself up for some goals. Set yourself up for some realistic goals. How many discovery sessions do you think you can get in the next few months? How many do you, and maybe just like chunk it out to 1 month at a time. How many can you practice? How many signature talks do you have on the books? And then set your goal for how many packages you want to sell. Many of you have sold your first packages, and some of you are still working towards it. So this game is meant to motivate you, encourage you, and give you the practice and skills you need to get there. So I'm going to make a post later today on the Facebook page about your points. And so read through it and then comment in that post about the points that you've earned so far in June. And then next month on Q&A Day, a whole month from now, we're going to take your totals again. So this is going to be, you keeping track and running totals. That handout on the membership site on the Games tab, it actually has a tracker for you to track yourself there. All right, so I'm going to be celebrating you guys over on the Facebook page. That is happening. Next announcement is an important call date change. Every now and again, we have something major come up and we have to change a call date. And so we really appreciate your flexibility. Thank you in advance. Because we're launching our first September live event in San Diego, which is super exciting, we have to move that Q&A call. So you'll see this reflected in your calendar tab online really soon. We are moving September 11th, the Q&A call. There's 2 calls at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. We've moved them to September 18th. And then we had a September mastermind call for the 18th, and we are going to pick a new date for that mastermind call, and we'll announce that to you soon. So just know that your Q&A call is now in September on the 18th when the mastermind call is happening, and we will find another date for your mastermind call. All right, last announcement is the July retreat. Many of you are signed up. Almost all of my clients that I've been coaching are booking their tickets, have booked their rooms. We're super excited. We've actually had to add more rooms to our block, which is really fun for us. We love that. The more, the merrier. So see your events tab for all the details. If some of you haven't read through the details, you're emailing us and you're just like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize this or that, or you've just been putting it off, waiting to see, or maybe taking that scary action of investing even further in yourself, making more financial commitment to be there and to show up. If you have been putting it off, now's the time to get booked. Don't wait, and don't miss this at all costs. Don't miss this. It's an incredible event. We're going to be deep in the synergy together. Amazing things happen, and we get to do this in-depth, in-person work with you that we just can't replicate online. So it's an important aspect that you get to participate in. A side note for those of you that can't make it and you've let us know why, and we are super sad that we're missing you, you will get retreat makeup. I want you to just know and rest assured, like, we're gonna be videoing and recording the training sections, and you will get the handouts and everything in your membership. So don't worry if that's you. I don't want you to feel bad. All right, those are my announcements for now. Back to you, Miss Serena.
Thank you, Shannon. I just want to jump on and celebrate that women are getting clients in ELA already. Yep. Lisa Burton just celebrated a 6-month coaching package. Tanya just got another client. Raise your hand if you have gotten a client, a beta client, a paying client, a 3-session package. Keep your hand up. A 6, whatever that you've gotten so far. Yes, look at that. Congratulations. Well done, ladies. Take your hand. Just give yourself a big pat on the back. Well done. Ladies, how many of you want to use speaking to get your next paying client, or potentially your first paying client, or potentially a beta client? Is that you? Raise your hand if you want to use speaking. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, now take that hand and put it on your heart and give yourself a pat there, because that's some courageous stepping out, right? Speaking happens everywhere we go. Anytime you're courageous enough to tell someone what you do, anytime you're courageous enough to pick up the phone and make a date for a potential client interview, anytime you're at a dinner party and you're like, someone asks you what you're up to, and you open your mouth and you're like, I'm building a business for the first time and I'm scared. Anytime you speak out loud that you are building a business and you talk about what you're passionate about, you are a speaker. And this is no joke, ladies. This is one of the sweatiest things for women to do, is to speak up about what we're excited about and not know if we're going to be rejected by the people that we're talking to. This is a big deal for women. We're community-minded, we're wired for connection, and so it's really edgy. So wherever level you are in your business right now, signing on your first client, still trying to find out who the hell your clients are, where are they? You're selling a package, wherever you are, do not beat yourself up or belittle the courage it's taking each and every one of you on a personal level to speak up that you're creating a business and that it's edgy. So the first thing I want to do is ask you to unmute your lines, give me a if you're on board to be so kind to yourself as you're growing your business. Yes, beautiful. And go ahead and mute yourselves. And that is our first engaging exercise of our classroom. There's so many things I want to share with you. Shannon, I've got you on co-host, so feel free to clean up the lines at any time in case someone forgot to mute yourselves. You mute yourselves at the top of your screen. There's a little blue button that arises when your mouse hovers above your face and it says mute, and you get to unmute and mute yourself. If for any reason you get stuck and it doesn't work, Shannon and I will try and help you in the Q&A section. I want to go over a few things before we dive in, ladies, because I'm committed to each and every one of you succeeding this year. At your own pace, in your own unique way, but without a doubt succeeding in this first year of your business with us in ELA. So I want to make some things really clear so that you all can find the materials, especially that you need. So I want to share with you all not my calendar. I want to share with you all the ELA page, your forum. Sorry I didn't have this bumped up right on the kitty, but I'm going in. Isn't it great? I don't have to be perfect. Human being. Okay, so this is your ELA forum. What I highly recommend is you make this one of your favorite tabs at the top of your computer. So you don't always have to go like, what's the URL? How do I get into the forum? What is a forum anyway? This is where all of your materials live. When you enter this forum, you scroll down to the Entrepreneurial Leadership Academy. It may pop up for you automatically because you're not a trainer. And at the top, this tan bar is what I want you all to focus on for right now. So the classes tab looks like this. It has these tiles on it. And you'll notice some are blue and some are gray. The most important thing that you need to know, ladies, is these blue tiles are open. They're like an open book. And this is going to help you stay on task. The reason we don't open up all of these at the beginning of the season is because we don't want to overwhelm you. Like, can you imagine if you open up this tab and you're like, oh my God, I have to learn all of this. Or maybe I'll look at list building. Oh my God, maybe enrollment mastery. And you know, as women, we start to geek out and we're like all the things and we get super overwhelmed. So what we want you to do with this classes tab is stay with the classes. Niche clarity and signature talks. These two tiles, right, are secret doors that open up when I click on it into all the things you need to know about signature talk success, which is this month. And what we recommend is you stay current. One of the number one things that we hear women say is, I feel like I'm falling behind. I feel like I'm falling behind. Some of it's made up and some of it's real. If you're not taking 3 to 4 hours a week to work on your business, staying current with what's in this library, all the handouts, becoming familiar with them, not mastering all of them, not memorizing, but becoming familiar. So when in the training, I refer to something like the Sexy Speaker Mindset handout, you know where it is or about where it is. You know that if you click on it in your classes tab, you are going to get hot information, the most current information on how to set your mindset when you're moving into being a speaker. We like to use the word sexy. It doesn't mean you have to wear a miniskirt or a low-cut dress. So just want to say that. It's about creating allurement and magnetization so people are magnetized towards your message. So there's a whole handout here. This is what we want you to know when you come to these training calls. Where are these handouts for the month? There's another handout I really want to draw your attention to this month in particular, talking about signature talks, and it's the email, the reminder email. One of the other questions we get asked a lot in this program is, what do I say in the email? And we can often belabor the issue. What do I say in the email? I don't know what to say, and then we don't send it. Emails, offers are time sensitive. If someone is interested in your program, if you've sold them a program, if they're interested in becoming your beta client, you want to get them connected and building a relationship with you. And one of the ways we do that is emails. So in your classes tab, we often share our emails for you to replicate, so you do not have to reinvent the wheel. So this is a reminder email example that I want you to spend time with this month that lays out our next event that you're all coming to and how we lay it out, because this is super key. These emails are reminders of what people already said yes to. Subject line, it's just a week away, right? We're waking you up, it's just a week away. This is what you need to know. Most people do things last minute. Right here at the top, notice location, date, and time. Most people will only read that first paragraph, right? So you want it all right there. Notice as we go down, there's some things that are bolded for attention, and there's always some kind of link. Don't ask people to go searching for a link. Don't ask people to go searching for a website. Make these emails to your clients super user-friendly. Put the hyperlink in there so they can find it. So there's another one. So there is these email samples in your forum. Can you see how much time, ladies, that this is going to save you? If you are grokking these templates, if you know where to find them, super key. Now what we want you also to know is that not every woman in this program is at the same level. Some of you are ready to do your first free signature talk. Some of you are still grokking the grow model and having one-on-one conversations. No problem. This is a classroom. It's not about comparison. What I want you to know is if you are someone that is wanting to move faster, or you have more experience under your belt and you're like, I already know how to do a signature talk. I want to know how to build my list. Where do I find more? I'm going to show you where to find more. So back here on the tan control bar, I think is what it's called, next to classes is library. In the library, you have a different set of information. Computer is just catching up. In the library, what we have is what we call our master templates. And these are templates that you can skip ahead to and devour at your own risk and your own timing. So these master handouts, for example, if you're a writer and you want to start blogging, or you are a writer or an entrepreneur who already has been blogging and you're like, I really want to keep building that part of my business, here's an MP3 training on blogging and handouts. You can jump ahead. We're not going to be training you that at the beginning because we're wanting most of you to launch. So what I recommend is if you have a handful of clients, your niche is clear, and you're wanting to move faster, there is a lot of information here in your library and you can jump ahead. For many of you, you are using Facebook to gather clients. There's Facebook trainings and so on. That is my big shout out to using your forum, using it, pacing yourself appropriately because it's so easy to A, get confused, B, get overwhelmed, C, flog yourself for feeling you're behind, D, getting out of action. And ladies, action is one of the most important things we can all do to move our business forward. What stops us often getting into action is overthinking. So one of the places we tend to overthink is our signature talk titles. So I have another really important distinction, and I want you all to write this down, because I looked in all the training material today and I didn't find this formula. And I got it from Sage somewhere along my career, and we use it, and I want you all to know about it. So I'm going to share with you now Facebook. So if you go over with me to the Facebook page today, you will see this formula, this one right here. So please write this down. This is a talk title formula. Keep it in your notes. I'm just reading off the page now. Your talk title is often 2 lines. The top line, which we call the headliner, is a shout out and naming your niche. Attention moms, attention women, attention entrepreneurs, attention professionals. This is really key, because your headliner is a shout out to the people that you work with, so there's no confusion. You want to name who your niche is. You don't have to say women 25 to 30 who work in high tech and drive Priuses, for example. We're not asking you to be so precise, right? Unless your micro niche is that precise and you know there's enough people in there to serve. But a general shout out. Now your subtitle, which is the line under it, contains numbers and results. I should have put an S in results. And would look something like 3 keys to weight loss. The number 1 secret to find a soulmate, 2 strategies to make your social media pop. Okay? A number and a result together is your subtitle. So please write this down. It's on Facebook. You can go back to it again. And I bring this up because in the last couple weeks, and definitely in the last thread, as you all have been posting your signature talk titles and like, how is this? How is this? I've noticed this piece has been missing. Many of you are posting 2 or 3 options, and you can merge them. I'm going to give you an example. I'm so excited I know how to screen share. That was not something I was savvy at in the past. I want to give you an example. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Hold on. Can I find it? Sorry, it's way down here, I think. Here it is. So, Leah, awesome, what do I do statement. She put these 3 different talk titles up, doing what we were all doing, right? 1 line. So this actually is a subtitle, right? 3 strategies. Result, transcend addictive mindset. Her second one is a little bit like her headliner, the secret sauce. The last one, it's got a number and a result, 12 weeks to shift from surviving to thriving. So what I offered her is a combo. Ah, you're welcome. She gave me a thank you. So look at the combo if you can see right here. The title, The Secret Sauce to Overcome Emotional Addiction. Headliner, if you are suffering from emotional addiction, right? Underneath it, 3 keys to shift from thriving to surviving. Now, I just gave her that offer of a title based on these 3 that she gave me. So what I recommend all of you do today after the call is get back on Facebook or go wherever you have kept your possible signature talk titles and reconfigure them in this 2-step headliner subtitle formula. Okay? That's the recommendation. all of you who've gotten like thumbs up, you've posted your signature talk and you've got thumbs up, passes the face test, keep going. You do not have to have every talk title approved by your coaches. If you've gotten a thumbs up and the response from me is keep going, what that means is keep going, get in action. Book a talk with that title. Tell someone you're doing it. Tell them your title. Start speaking about it. Once you get the thumbs up, hit the road. Because here's the thing, ladies. We as a coaching unit are giving you the thumbs up if it passes the face test. Once you get that, there is no substitute for giving a talk and magnetizing your people to you. There's not one signature talk title that will guarantee that people will show up to your talk. It's one piece of many pieces that you need to put in place to make your signature talk successful. So once you get the thumbs up on your signature talk, then it's time to move on to your next step. And I'm just going to lay out a few steps that you all need, kind of like ducks in a row, to be able to move forward, and then we'll move to Q&A. So the first thing is your signature talk title that passes the face test. That's the first thing that you need. Because if you're going to call a venue and say, do you accept outside speakers? That's the first thing you're going to lay on them. I'm so excited. I help addicts. I've got the secret sauce for addicts to overcome, can't remember, and I have these 3 keys. I would love to offer a free signature talk at your event, at your venue. It's the first thing you need to be in that conversation. The next thing you're going to do is book it. The venue's going to say, yay, come do it, or they're going to say, sorry, no thank you, and you're going to move on and you're going to have the next conversation with the next venue. If that venue is in your living room, conversation done. The next step, once you have your signature talk title, you've booked a date, is to begin promoting your event. Butts in Seats is the handout that you need. Butts in Seats is how you begin using that talk title, broadcasting it out into the universe. This is what I'm doing. If you're one of these people, come, I've got something for you. All of that needs to be like a wheel that's happening over and over. I'm doing this talk. It's on September 12th. It's for these people. I'm doing this talk. It's on September 12th. That's what you're doing. You're broadcasting that out. Now, while that goes out into the universe, when you're not promoting, you're at your desk or in your garden or on your couch, wherever you create, you're creating your signature talk. What you're going to say, how you're going to engage them, and your signature talk template walks you through all of those pieces. That's the major thing that you need to do. Now, obviously, I left out booking a session with your coach, booking sessions with your buddies practicing. That also is happening. So you can imagine why you need 3 to 4 hours a week minimum to be launching your business. Because that's what it's going to take to reach out to venues, market, let everyone know what you're up to, practice and create your content. And then the final thing that you are going to be practicing over and 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 over, like a broken record, is what? Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. What is the thing? Yeah, Kat, what you got?
It's your offer. It's the offer.
Excellent.
How you're going to do the offer.
Excellent. And keep diving deeper. What is the offer?
The offer is how you bring them in. It's the engagement.
It's your discovery session.
Yes.
Awesome. And what do you do in your discovery session?
you lay out the plan. You do the grow and you lay out your plan and you
Yes.
enroll them.
Yes, you do the grow, enrollment. Thank you so much. That's
Yeah,
exactly
you bet.
it. Yeah, exactly it. At the end of your talk, you're making an offer for your discovery session and you're getting them into a grow conversation. Just like Kat said, it's how you bring people into your business. And so we are going to be talking about the grow model in all different shapes and forms. And that's happening all the time. All the time, because it's really an art form. We never master it. We never come to the end. We're like, every time we tell someone a program, they're like, here, have thousands of dollars. We keep practicing so more people say yes. More people put money in our hands. More people join us than the people who don't. Oh my God, I've got a great story about that. But I'm going to take a breath because I think I just told Kat this yesterday. So I'll take a breath together. If you can, get your hands above your head. Remember, you have hips. We do not need to learn everything in one day. I was telling Kat yesterday that we never actually know where our clients live. We just don't. I was struggling for the first couple years of my business trying to locate my clients. Where do they hang out? I wish they all would just like gather in one place so I could just go there and be like, hey, guess what? I have a storytelling troupe. I want you to be in it. But I felt like they were like mysterious to me. So the number one thing I did is what I'm recommending you all do is talk about what you do when people say, what's up? Instead of talking about, my low back pain, or instead of complaining about rent or whatever, I would start with, I'm building a business. I'm really excited about storytelling. Those conversations have blossomed into paying clients. And I was telling Kat yesterday, one of my dear friends leads a choir. And she has this beautiful business where she teaches women how to sing. And so I invited her to lunch. And I'm like, how'd you do it? How did you build your business? Then I went to her concerts because I love her and I want to support her business. So I started going to her concerts. So sure enough, one winter concert, she invited me to tell a story at her concert. Now I'm on her stage doing what I love to do to an audience of people who love singing. I just thought I was getting my 10 minutes of glory, which was. But then people started stopping me at the grocery store. People started asking me and seeing me around. They're like, you're the storyteller that told at Heather's concert. They start making a connection. This season, one of those choir ladies wanted to learn about storytelling, and she hopped in my storytelling program. I put her on my stage. She told all of her choir members, and about 12 of them came to my last performance. I just signed another choir member, one of her friends, for my 8-month package that is around $3,000 because I was talking about my business. That's how it happened. And it took time. It's been years in development. Each and every one of you live in a community of human beings that are interested in what you're up to. Share with them, talk with them, go to their events, keep talking about what you do, and eventually you will be amazed at how you will have a local following. If you had told me that I would have a local following, that people would stop me at the taco shop like last night, and they just stopped at my table. I was there with my hat on because I just jumped out of the ocean. I had my hat on, and I was eating my tacos, and these people walked up and they stopped at my table and they started staring at me. And I was like, what? Do I have salsa on my face? They're like, you're that woman. I'm like, uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're like, yeah, we just came to your show. It was amazing. And they told me all about the profound effect my storytelling troupe had on them. So I just want to say to all you ladies, whatever you're passionate about, you are empowered to talk about it, live into it. You will be surprised at how many people want what you have, your secret sauce. Yeah. All right. That is my Serena sermon for the day. We have time for Q&A. And what I want to direct us to is how these Q&As are most successful and helpful for all of us. So you have the ability to raise your hand, put it up when you have a question. Before that, I would like you to write down your question on your scratch paper. What is your question? What is what you need to know to take the next step in your business? What is that? And then when I call on you, or Shannon calls on you, what we want you to share is the heart of the question. We all have stories, how we got, what we did, all those kinds of things. No problem. I love stories. But for the sake of Q&A calls, we want to keep things down to the facts about your business as much as possible so that your question becomes a teaching question for the whole group. And as always, I'm going to ask your permission if I can interrupt you. It's one of the most edgy things I do as a coach is interrupt. I want your permission. Will you give me some twinkle fingers if that's okay if I stop you and say, will you pause right there? Awesome. Thank you. Because one of the things we do as humans, when we get scared, we speed up. We push through the scary bits. And that's usually when I pause someone. I'm like, hold on. There's gold right there. And we go back. Because I'm committed to you all not missing any steps. Connecting the dots is what we want you all to do in your business. Close the gap. Connect the dots. So that you have all the skills necessary and all your ducks are in a row. How many metaphors can I use for this one to capture all of your attention? Ducks, dots, gaps, valleys, so that you have everything you need when you go out into the world and put your blood, sweat, and tears in your business. You're not missing any clients. Clients aren't falling through those gaps. That's what we want for you. That's why the pausing. That's why the slowing down. And that's why if each and every one of you asked one question and got one answer to your question today, it would change the direction of your entire business. If you did one thing different and you followed it all the way to the end. So today's topic, signature talks. You may have a question about your niche, no problem. You may have a question about something else, no problem. It will be no problem also if we need to send you to some templates or handouts to get more support or send you to the Facebook page. And we will get to as many of you as possible. We have an hour and a half. Shannon's son is going to be our magical button pusher. And Shannon, by the way, as some of you are lucky enough to know one-on-one, is an amazing coach. She's got so much information. And I'm going to lean into Shannon today for some of the answers so that we can help as many people as possible today. So Shannon's son, who goes first?
Lauren was just so ready for this, so I'm going to bring you on here, Lauren. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
And please, for these first couple calls, tell us where you're calling from. Hi, Lauren. Where are you calling from?
Hi, I'm calling from Long Island, New York.
Nice.
Hi, thanks for taking my question.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay, thank you. So I just did my first signature talk Sunday at my. Thank you. I'm very fortunate. My husband owns a yoga studio, so I was able to do my signature talk on weight loss there. And decent turnout. I had about 9 people. 2 people signed up for a breakthrough session. My question is 2 out of the 9 signed up for a breakthrough session.
Nice.
I'm not confident that the people who signed up are going to be able to afford my rates. And so my question is, even though it's easy to do workshops at my husband's studio because it's right there, I'm wondering if I need to prioritize different venues that are in more affluent neighborhoods, because at the end of the day, I'm doing these workshops, to meet people's needs and give them information, but also to drum up business.
Awesome.
And,
Lauren, who's your niche? Who do you serve?
women who, they're yoga students, but I don't want to just limit it to that. I don't want to sub-niche that. Women who need to lose at least 20 pounds, and they need to have disposable income because I am charging $200 a session. And for weight loss, it's important to do weekly sessions. That's $800 a month.
Yep. Awesome. So let's pause right there, love.
Yep.
So first of all, let's give her some twinkle fingers. I said it again. She fucking gave a signature talk and she got 2 women to say yes. That's great, great numbers, Lauren. Celebrate the small stuff. 2 discovery sessions. Whether those women say yes or no, you've already succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
So here's something that's going to happen to all of us. We decide before we've talked to our clients if they have money or not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't know, but if you go into those discovery sessions pre-deciding for our clients, which we often do, I just want to say that will guarantee they don't put money in your hand.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we all have to untrain ourselves to think for our clients.
Mm-hmm.
The discovery session is the opportunity to find out what would they be willing to do to come up for the money? Not can they afford it?
Mm-hmm.
What would they be willing to do to come up with the money, time, or energy to say yes to the thing that they said they wanted?
Okay.
Right? It's a total reframe of, I don't know if they have the money to give me or they think I'm worth it. It's not about you.
Mm-hmm.
It's about them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the first important distinction. I see a lot of people nodding their heads. Take down those notes. Really key to our mindset and discovery sessions. So the second thing I heard you say, love, which is really important, is you serve women with weight loss, and you are doing your signature talk in a yoga studio. No problem. A free venue, great. Yes, I would recommend you diversify. Get out in other venues where there are women who are interested in losing weight, and you can get in front of them. Absolutely. Absolutely. There you go.
Yeah. So would you suggest diversifying and just kind of getting out to other venues first? Or because I could potentially do the same signature talk again at his studio for people who couldn't make the date.
Great. So here's another important distinction for all of us, Lauren. Lauren, you're going to be in business all year. Right? So consider how many signature talks do you want to give a month? You're going to be doing this, right, to fill your practice. So how many people how many new clients do you want?
I'd start with at least 5.
Beautiful.
Go from there.
So here's some basic math for all of us. And this is rough estimates, okay? But if you want 5 paying clients, you probably need to talk to, have you had any experience in the Grow conversation before this training? You have, okay. So you have some sales under you. Awesome.
A little bit.
A little bit. Awesome.
Yeah.
So you need to get in front of and have discovery sessions, maybe 15 discovery sessions to get 5 people to say yes, thereabouts. So if you have 15 discovery sessions, you've probably spoken in front of 45 to 50 people. For 15 people to say yes to his discovery session, for 5 to say yes, average. So if you are getting 9, see the math? If you're getting 9 people to come to your event so far, which is a great number, 45 divided by 9 is about how much?
5.
5. Awesome. You have about 5 signature talks ahead of you to get your goal of 5 paying clients. So yes. Do you want to do them all at your husband's studio? I heard you say no. You want to do them in other places. Can you do it again at your husband's studio? Because you did get 2 discovery sessions, which is great. Yes. Do them. Do them. Awesome. Big kiss for Lauren.
Thank you.
Keep going. So great.
Bye.
So ladies, pay attention to the numbers we just rolled out with Lauren around how many talks do I need to do? Because one of the things that we can do at the beginning of our business is be really myopic. It takes so much to give a signature talk. I'm just going to get one. I'm just going to give one. And if I don't get all my paying clients, I failed. So we're going to do a little bit more like this. I'm in business for the whole year. My goal is this much. How many talks do I need to give over time? Commit over time. That wheel keeps turning to get my numbers. Make sense? Great. Who's next? Thank you. Who's next, Shannon? Thanks to Charmaine.
Next up, we're going to go to Sonia.
Hi, Sonia. Welcome to the call. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Mount Shasta.
Nice location. How can we support you today?
Well, I am working on my signature talk, and I have it down as Ascension in this life with grace and ease.
I'm sorry, please say the first part again. Ascension
In this lifetime with grace and ease. And I'm struggling with the second part, 3 keys to awakening, Sophia Christ consciousness, or the secret to successfully riding the ascension wave.
Okay. Nice. Sophia
is the divine feminine.
No, I'm sorry, your name.
My name is Sonia.
Sonia, thank you. Sonia, forgive me for being ignorant about ascensions and who those people are. And I'm not sure if this is going to speak to them. So that's part of your homework. What language resonates with them? Have you been doing your potential client interviews and finding that they want grace and ease?
I am doing, okay, I have not really done an interview per se with someone outside of the group.
Outside of this ELA group?
Correct.
Awesome. So it's one of the first places it was one of the dots I don't want you to skip over, because your niche is so beautifully micro niched, right? And I know that there are other women in our program and have in our program that work with people who speak to extraterrestrials and channels. So there is a market, but it's a micro niche. And so for you to get really clear on what they want and what they struggle with is going to make your titles pop.
Yeah.
So please.
I'm basing it on my own experience with it.
Great. That's not enough.
I am my client basically, but
great, but it's not enough.
Okay.
Because your experience is your PhD program. It's all the medicine you bring. Super key. I'm not discounting that.
Okay.
And for that 14-year-old language that we're looking to make our titles really captivating, we want to talk to a dozen people to find the trend. So one of the things you're going to want to do in your potential client interviews is ask them, do you struggle with grace and ease? Do you want grace and ease? Are those words that resonate with you? Right? You can be really direct. And your second line was 3 keys to
awakening, Sophia Christ consciousness. The other one was the secret to successfully riding the ascension wave.
Awesome. Successfully riding the ascension wave. Okay, so Sophia Christ consciousness is a particular something. I would almost say it might be close to a modality. You don't want to put that in your talk title. Successfully riding the ascension wave, successful. That's a result-oriented word. I would keep that in, but riding the ascension wave, again, I don't know what that is. And I'm curious if ascensions have a hard time holding a job, if they suffer from depression.
Ascension is not a person. It's a goal.
Okay, so that's part of my confusion. I don't know who this is for.
Okay, I think maybe Shannon understands this language.
Okay, Shannon, do you want to pop in on this?
I do actually. I was sitting over here wanting to
yeah,
talk
great.
about because you're sitting in Mount Shasta, and Mount Shasta is known for its ascension. So you drive down Mount Shasta Boulevard and you see stores that are called, Ascended Master stores and stuff like that. So I think you're sitting in the seat of that, and that's okay. But what I love about what Serena's talking about is we are our own clients. Most of us are actually our own clients or have been our clients at some time. And when we're sitting here thinking about our marketing, we're thinking from our own experience, but we're a little bit removed from that experience now. And we tend to want to put our message or what we know now on the other side of much experience. We tend to want to put that message forth. And that message won't always land with the people that you're looking for who are just getting started on this path that you've already been on for a while.
I love this, Shannon. This is so helpful. And I'm wondering, for time's sake, if you can specifically speak to Sonia's, like, what words would you use to clarify her talk title for her?
Well, you know, as a person who I understand what ascension is, I don't know that I would think about it in those terms for myself. I would use more 14-year-old language, like, I mean, this is still very niche and spiritual, but if you're gearing yourself towards that, it could be something like waking up. You know, you could break down the definition of what ascension is and use some of those basic words to describe what you're trying to say.
Nice. And I love it, Shannon. You're a woman, and you're understanding what this ascensions means.
Yeah.
So Sonia is too. You're both women. So Sonia, one of the things I recommend is your attention women. You could do something more spiritual. Attention goddesses. Attention women waking up, right? But now I'm starting to get a face. You're not talking to children. You're not talking to men. You're not talking to entrepreneurs necessarily. Starting to get a little face in my head. And then the other piece that Shannon said is, yeah, break down what ascension means to you. What is that in some more 14-year-old language? So even the people who may be having those experiences or wanting to know more about that know that you're an expert in your field. Is that helpful?
Yeah. How about soul ascension? Is that still vague?
Yes, keep going. And I'm gonna leave you with the assignment to speak to at least a dozen of these people and get language that they recognize and that they use. And don't try and figure it out in your office. Go out and talk to them, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. And then please post again. And thank you, Shannon, for that support. Let's give Sonia a big kiss. And Shannon, will you please tell me how to say that word so I can stop geeking out?
Ascension.
Ascension. Oh, it's a verb. It's not a noun. Oh, ascension. Yeah. Got it. Like ascending. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
I work, one of our private clients in the Lotus program works with extraterrestrials, and so I'm being educated very strongly. Excellent.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, good deep work there. And let's go to Madeline. You're up next.
Madeline, welcome to the call. Where are you calling from?
Oh, go ahead and unmute yourself, Madeline. We can't hear you yet.
Muted.
There you are.
I'm in Ashland, Oregon.
Welcome to the call. How can we support you today?
A little above Shasta.
Well, you've ascended.
Shasta.
You're above Shasta. You are ascended.
Anyway, I've just been feeling kind of disheartened and confused because I rented a dance space to do a movement class for a month, and got nothing. Nobody came. And I posted and I did all this stuff, and then I don't think I'm going to rent it for the next month. I'm going to be doing it free at the temple, which will be easier in a way because then I'll only be paying a portion of who shows up. And if no one shows up, I won't be out money. But what I'm concerned about is that's kind of one piece that I had, and I thought, I'll get people.
I'm going to need you to get to the heart of the question.
Okay, the heart was I thought I would get discovery people out of that, and nothing happened.
Great. So you're needing support in two areas. So I'm going to pause you. So
okay.
2 areas. Do you want support on the title of your talk, your free talk that you're going to be giving at the temple? Or do you want support and strategy on how to get people into your room?
Actually, at
the third one.
I think I may get people. I don't know yet, but maybe. there, I'll get people in. But what I'm thinking of is my talks are really separate from that, because the talk title.
Madeline, I'm going to stop you again with total love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strategy questions for today.
Okay. Talk titles.
Talk, because you're going to give a talk at the temple, correct?
I don't know where I'm going to give a talk.
Okay, but you're planning on giving another one. You're planning on giving one and not doing classes. That's awesome.
No. I'm going to be doing the class at the temple, but I can also advertise, if people show up, a talk. And I don't know where I'm going to do the talk.
Got it. That's really helpful. Thank you so much for that distinction. So you're going to do it. Got it. So your talk title, what do you have?
Okay, I had two possible ones.
Yep.
One was women standing on the brink of change, 4 steps to reawaken your passion, purpose, and power to create the life you love.
Did you post this on the Facebook page?
I somewhat did, yeah.
Great. So what I'm curious about.
Changed the order based on your latest.
Great. Did you get a thumbs up and a face test?
I got quite a few thumbs up on my women standing on the brink of change, which is really cool, and I really like that.
Great.
I also
so Madeline, you get to move forward. Like I was saying before, once you get your face test passed on your talk title, you are free to go ahead and use it.
Now, I had another possible talk title.
Great, give that one too.
Which is better.
Okay, what's the second one?
The second one was a separate thing that I'd actually done years ago, called Healing the Mother-Daughter Wound.
Great, and what do you remember the feedback I gave you on the page around that?
I think I got some thumbs up on that too. Okay. And some people said, is it about the daughter or the mother? And I said, well, actually it's for daughters, but I did have a mother come to my workshop and say it helped her.
Okay, awesome.
Negotiate her relationship with her daughter. So I don't know which direction to go in with it.
Yeah. So with total love for you and all the ladies, really pay attention to the feedback you get from coaches on the Facebook page, because we spend time really giving. I'm just going to clean up the line for a second. We spend time really giving you feedback, so please pay attention to that. So Madeline, you have the thumbs up for women standing at the edge, and that relates to your dancers and people who are moving. So I think that's really applicable to do in your dance classes. And I just have you muted because there's some static coming back from your line. So I'll unmute you in a second. So the second question about mothers and daughters is a different niche. And what we don't recommend you do is actually pursue 2 different niches at once. We recommend you choose one niche at a time, because like we said, there's so much to do to launch that one niche. So you're already moving in one direction. I don't recommend you pick 2. And I also heard you say, right, a mother came to me and she wanted support. So what I want to say is, if you're in the beginning phases of your business and someone comes to you and they want to work with you and they want to put money in your hand.
This was ages ago when I did the mother-daughter thing. It was the result of the workshop I did. One of the women came to me.
Great. I was teaching this for the whole class. So can I finish my thought?
Yeah.
Awesome. No worries. So if someone puts money in your hand because they want to work with you and they're not exactly in your niche, you can work with them, ladies. You can get the experience of working with people who want to pay you for your services. No problem. Just be careful that you don't end up doing these 2 different things, because it can start to get really wobbly. Choosing will get you the most stability and the most momentum. Madeline, I'm sending you off from this. Obviously, I feel you want more help, you've got more questions, and I'm gonna have to stop you here because we have a lot of hands up. You need to have more time with your coach, so book another session. And we want to send you off with your talk title is good. Go ahead and move forward. And then if you still have another question after all the other ladies have got their questions answered, put your hand up again and we'll come a second round. Okay? You can always go to Facebook too. Let's give you a big kiss for all your enthusiasm and your like earnestness. Like, I want to know it all. Big kiss for you. Mwah. All right, Shannon, who's next?
Okay, we're gonna go to Charmaine.
Hi, Charmaine. Welcome to the call. Where are you calling from? It's okay. Gonna get you. There you go. Hi.
Hi, I'm calling from Newport Beach, California.
Welcome, welcome. How can we support you today?
Thank you. My question is best practices for marketing to your own space. I see the value in getting out and booking in other people's spaces or meetup groups, all of that. But I have my own space in my office. So I want to start booking talks here. And I just was curious if you had tips specific to getting butts in seats when it's in your own space and you're not borrowing someone's audience.
Yeah, great question. Awesome. Okay, so this has to do with affiliate, Charmaine. And so ladies, listen if this is for you, and it might not be for you. So affiliates are any other people in our community that have people that follow them or they have influence in and partnering up with them. Mm-hmm. This is huge, okay? So Charmaine, who's your niche?
My niche are driven professional women in their 30s and 40s who are feeling exhausted and burnout and overwhelmed.
And what's the result that you're promising them?
Getting realigned with their soul's purpose, creating confidence, ease, and flow in their lives.
Awesome. So you're a purpose coach and you help professional women.
Yes.
Awesome. So what you're going to start to open up your perception around is who else in your community works with women, professional women, who are confused about their purpose. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
Do you have anyone come to mind of anyone that you could reach out to?
See, we just moved back here from Seattle and I haven't lived in this area for a long time. So that's partly why I wanted to ask this question, because I guess I need to think about that a little bit more. I mean, I've thought about approaching my chiropractor. Yep. There's definitely the Pilates yoga studio that I'm starting to go to. So those were the things I had in mind just to reach out to.
Yes, so good. Yeah. So ladies, notice Charmaine's in a new town. She doesn't have a huge community, but she is receiving professional services from her chiro and her Pilates teacher. So she's just going to go to the first people. It's kind of like my choir story, right? People who suffer from stress, professional people suffer from stress. If they're not on purpose, they may go to the chiro and they may go to Pilates. Yep. One of the first things you can do with those people, can you hang a flyer in their space?
Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Can your teacher specifically after one of your Pilates class be like, hey, Charmaine's new to town. She's doing something free. Can she introduce you? So at the end of your Pilates class, you're like, yeah, I'm doing a free talk for professional women getting on purpose. This Friday, if you want to talk to me, I'm here after class, right?
Got it, yep.
That's broadcasting, right? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Now, Charmaine, when we approach affiliates in any way, shape, or form, we want to start out with what's in it for them, mm-hmm. right? Not just, I want you, can you? What's in it for them? So one of the first ways we start out with our affiliates is, right? I love this Pilates class. I would so love to tell everyone I know about how great this Pilates class is. Mm-hmm. Can I help get the word out about your class? That's like a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
And I'm curious if you would be willing to get the word out for me about something that I'm doing for free. Mm-hmm. Right? Make it a win-win situation, because everyone, right, in business wants more clients. And they also don't want to lose their clients to you. So when you're really clear, I'm doing a free talk, it's for professional women, you're not asking her to broadcast about another Pilates class. You guys can be in alignment together.
Yep, got it. And maybe, maybe I should be asking them. I mean, do you recommend that I ask them right away in that same conversation if they'd be willing to have a talk in their space? Or should I just go ahead and focus on my space and doing the touch point with them as an affiliate?
Well, you're going to do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, do one thing at a time. Do it in your space. See if that works. If the alliance is really energizing, then you can do the next step. What we recommend with affiliate partners, here comes another metaphor, is date before you get married.
Yeah.
So do a project together.
Mm-hmm.
See if they're in integrity with their words. See if your message is aligned. See if they do what they said they were going to do. Keep dating them one project at a time until you're like really ready to get in bed with them and make a commitment to be married. Be like, we're in this together. Okay. So when you're dating, no exchange of money. You go out to dinner, you split the bill, right? So when you're making these alignments with your Chiro and your Pilates, it's not about money. It's just about shouting out the word.
Got it.
Awesome. Let us know how it goes. And as you move forward with these affiliate partnerships, Charmaine, and you need more support, what I would love for you to do when you're on the Facebook page is just put affiliate partner question, bold. Ask the question. That way, anyone else in this group who is wanting to learn along with you knows what your question is about. Ladies, this is true for all of you. The Facebook page is a hotbed for really good advice. And what we're going to need all of you ladies to do is be really clear about your questions on Facebook. If you're sharing story and it's lots of paragraphs because you want us to know a lot, it's not helpful for the coaches. We need your question up on top. If you want to share story, do it under it because we need to share. And what I'm noticing in this group is a lot of you ladies want to know. I see lots of reading and commenting. So good, building really safe community. But keep your questions on top about strategy so that we can all learn. And if we don't have time to read through everything, we know what you're talking about. Can I get a thumbs up for that? Yes, awesome. And a big kiss for Charmaine. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That helps.
I'm just moving position. Shannon, who's next?
Okay. She popped away. I was ready to take over for a second here. All right, we're going to go next to Kathy Smith.
Hi, Kathy. Where are you calling from?
Hi, Bozeman, Montana.
Bozeman. Such a beautiful place. Welcome to the call.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. So my question is, as a result of some referrals I've gotten from friends and family, do I offer a free class or a discount to these people who've referred me and I have booked a referral? So I've gotten clients out of these people.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So this is another tangent to affiliates and referrals. So Kathy, you have choices. Okay. So the first choice when someone refers you a client is a big fat heartfelt thank you. Right?
Yep.
A win-win is finding out what is it that they need. Do they need more clients? Do they need a pat on the back? Do they need a favor drive to the doctor? Like, what do these people need? Are they entrepreneurs or are they friends? So we're not dealing with money. Okay, so that's one choice.
Right.
Are any people sending you referrals that are in business?
Yes.
Excellent. So here's the next level. You just commit to telling people about them.
Mm-hmm.
No money exchange. You're just, if they're a chiropractor or a gardener, when anyone needs a gardener, you're just like, oh my God, go see my friend Phil.
Yeah.
Go see my friend Phil, right? That's the second level. And that's what we recommend. Now, if you're feeling really generous, Kathy, and you want your classes to fill up, and someone recommends your class to you, you're doing a group class, right? A group program? Yeah. Okay. If you have a group
No, it's not a group program. It's like a 1-5-25 class pass.
Okay. So
individuals.
Awesome. A series of classes, and you teach a group in that class, right?
No, I teach one-on-one in their homes.
Got it. I don't recommend you give your work away for free.
No.
No. If you, ladies, if you're on the call and you do a group class and you want, or like what I do is when I do my shows, it's really easy to give away free tickets to my show, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've got 200 seats. It doesn't matter if I give away 10 free tickets. But what I don't do is I don't give away free story coaching sessions. Those are too valuable. And so are your one-on-one sessions, Kathy.
Yeah.
You can, if you want to, and you're feeling generous, and that person who referred you might also want to be one of your clients, you can give them a discovery session.
Mm-hmm.
Give them 30 minutes, give them a hot tip or a little mini plan that they can walk away with a little taste of your work. You can offer that to them. That way they also know who to refer you to. They get a little piece of you.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want to become a client, they can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense?
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
Great question. Big kiss for you. Hi, Crystal's baby. She was just like mouthing the camera a second ago. Hi, sweet pea. Who's next, Shannon?
Awesome. Next up is Renee. Renee.
Welcome to the
Hello,
call.
hello.
Hi, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Maryland, East Coast.
Welcome. You're the one that was a beneficiary for a race in your hometown.
I did.
Congratulations. That was such a lovely post. What a beautiful give back.
Yes, absolutely.
How can I support you?
Signature talks, you invite people and they say, I can't make it because I'm going out of town that day. Then I try to set them up for a signature talk, for a discovery session. And they all say, well, I'll come to your next workshop. Whatever I'm saying is not correct. There's been 3 people. So what should I say to people when they going to be out of town or what have you?
Okay. So what is it that you're offering?
Well, I want to offer them to do a growth session, a discovery session with them, a 30-minute consult.
Great. So you can do a grow conversation at any time with anyone. Going out of town is a bullshit excuse.
No, well, what I mean is I'm not saying it right or something because they're not saying yes to that. So is there any way I should phrase it properly so that they would know
I
that
see.
I'm not,
Got it. So tell me, who do you work with, Renee?
I work with baby boomers that have knee pain, and I share with them how to avoid knee replacement surgery.
Got it. Are you speaking to women, men or women, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you speaking to people with knee pain?
Yes.
Have they come to you to alleviate their knee pain?
Yes.
What kind of time do they spend with you? Like they're saying it in conversation, I have knee pain, they've been to one of your classes?
Well, I want to apologize. Rephrase that other question when you said they come to me. I mean, when I have my signature talks, I invite people to come.
Got it. Got it. So, okay, let's back up a little bit. Have you done potential client interviews?
I have.
Awesome. Have you asked any of the people in your potential client interviews to have a discovery session with you?
Not from the interviews, no.
Okay, so I just want to point to the difference between a warm lead and a cold lead, okay? So a warm lead is someone who has shown some interest in our work, someone we've had more than a 5-minute conversation with, right?
Okay.
We built some kind of relationship. So the first place you have that, Renee, is your potential client interviews, people that you've talked to. Maybe there's 2 or 3 of those people who you could offer a discovery session because you already, they have knee pain and they're trying to avoid surgery.
I thought that's not what we were supposed to do with those people.
No, supposed to.
No.
You're
saying that you're not supposed to share, you're not there to get them to be a part of the program.
Well, here's the thing. It's definitely a bait and switch if we tell someone we want to do an interview with them, and then we try and sell them. That's a bait and switch. People don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
But what's possible when you're doing your interviews, that you're talking to a couple people and you're like, holy shit, they would be perfect. From that moment, you can say, hey, I would like to give you a 30-minute free breakthrough session to talk about your knee pain, because I think I could support you in avoiding surgery. Are you interested in that? Now, if they're a hell no, right? They're a no. If they're a yes, then you can move them to a grow conversation. Now, again, a grow conversation is not about selling your services, ladies. Grow conversation is, are they a fit to work with me? Okay? So that's possible. Is that making sense, Renee?
Yeah, these people are cold that I'm trying to offer this
great.
service to. So
great. Okay, so here's the next step for you. You ready?
Sure.
A cold lead, like Renee is talking about, is someone who hasn't spent any time with you. They don't know about your expertise. They don't know about how you work. And you're just trying to put them into a grow conversation. What we recommend is a step in between. The duck that's missing, Renee, is your signature talk. Your signature talk is a free 2 hours with you, where you're getting to share all your expertise about knee pain. You're getting them to dive in about why they ignore their knees. You get to talk to them about their fear of all of those things. Once they've spent 2 hours with you, they're more likely gonna want to spend more time with you. A handful of them.
Well, I mean, that's where I start. You know, the people that I'm inviting to the signature talk, they can't come for it because they're going to be out of town. See, they're cold. So those are,
Great. So don't let that stop you.
Okay.
Use the butts and seats template. I love it that you're doing cold call. That's super brave. I mean, let's give her a high five for like cold calling people and being like, hello. Like, that's amazing. Don't stop. And then use more strategies on the butts and seats handout, because what's going to happen is people are always going to be out of town. People are always going to forget. It's always going to happen. But Renee, you only need a handful of women or men in your room to begin selling your program.
Okay.
The other thing I want to recommend you do, because you said maybe I'm not saying it right, right? Language is key. In the classes tab and in the libraries, study and learn everything about the GROW model. Study everything about giving an offer, okay? How we phrase those questions, and practice that with your coach and your buddies. That may be a skill or a skill set that you don't have quite yet mastered. No problem.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Big kiss for you. I love your moving office.
All right, we're going up to Terry next.
Hi, Terry. It's chocolate time.
Chocolate time.
Chocolate time.
Terry, go ahead and unmute yourself. I can't hear you quite yet.
About that.
Oh, there you are. We can hear you. Hi, Terry.
Okay. Hi. How are you?
Good.
I have a question.
Great.
About a strategy. I'm wondering why not. I'm wondering this because I want to know about my niche more. I want to learn more about them. And instead of giving a signature talk first, I'm wondering if what do you think if I put up a flyer or a broadcast saying that I'm doing research on a program, and I'm looking for people to interview, and if somebody would like to give me 20 minutes over the phone or something like that, and then do my potential client interview that way.
I think that's a great idea. Some of us are sitting here trying to figure out how to drum up our 5 to 10 to 15 potential client interviews. Where are those people? Where are they coming from? And so definitely you can use butts and seats strategies. You can market your potential client interviews, even to just start getting some of the information from them. I love calling it market research. That's clear to me what you're doing, what you're up to. I think also just to get that, get those juices flowing with people, like Serena was talking about, a win-win is a really helpful thing. If you have like something, what's in it for them, 20 minutes, if you give them some result or a hot tip, if I can have 20 minutes of your time, I need to do some market research. You're the perfect person if XYZ, and I have a really hot tip for you that I'll leave you with. can be a great way to get those people in. But yeah, that's definitely step one for those of you who aren't ready to give your signature talks yet, and you're still looking to get your message dialed in. Talk to as many people as you can.
Totally agree with Shannon. Really great. And Terry, I would just add one more thing to what Shannon said, is when you do get a potential client interview from the strategy you're suggesting, and they're a good fit, you're like, wow, this is my ideal client. Ask them if they know anyone else that you could talk to and get another introduction. Because you might find one person who's like a doorway into a whole community that you didn't know about, right? So ask for referrals, ask for recommendations, and be really grateful for those.
Well, I think that's a great idea, Serena. And as you're saying it, I'm thinking to myself, well, also one of the things that you can give them if you see that it's a great fit is invite them to your next signature talk.
Bing, 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 bing. Yes, that's why you ask them for their email address. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ladies, building your list is a big part of what you're all going to be engaged in. And if I can just riff on that for a second, my email list is now, I think, 2,000 or 2,500, and I have built that list one email at a time. And what makes my list really valuable is that each of those people I have met, when I send them an email, I know who it's going to a person that I've met before. And I remember when I started ELA, I was so ashamed I only had 5 people on my list because my mentor, Sage, had like a gazillion, right? And all over the world. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm never going to catch up. Catch up isn't the point. One email at a time. Anyone that you talk to that is slightly interested in what you're up to, grab their email, keep it in a sacred place. And then when you do your signature talks, those are the first people who should know about it. Yep. Awesome question, Terry. Thank you. Big kiss for you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, we're going to Liz Ferguson next.
Hi, Liz. Welcome to the call. Where are you calling from? This is my way to virtually travel. Hold on. Let's try you now. No. No. Oh, no.
How's that?
You're live.
Am I live now?
You're live now.
Okay. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, Vancouver, Washington.
Nice.
And it's really hot here, which is weird for us.
Yeah, right?
Don't like it.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
my question is, I posted my signature talk yesterday, and it is Age Joyfully, 3 Keys to Live Life on Your Own Terms at 50 and Beyond. And now I'm trying to get the women in there somewhere. So how do you kind of finesse that so it doesn't sound so clunky?
Finesse
what do I say, women, like attention women, or what do I say?
Or just aging, women aging joyfully.
Women aging joyfully?
I love that, Shannon. I was talking to one of our clients the other day who has done a bunch of potential client interviews, and evidently women my age don't like to say we're aging. So
they don't like midlife either.
Nope, we don't. We certainly don't.
I was talking to a client about this
clients told me.
We were trying to figure out what that term is for women right now, because this newer generation of women, yeah, I mean, there's so much life, and these old terms of like,
right?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I don't. I mean, I feel young and vibrant, and
totally.
But it's, you know, do I just say 50 and beyond? 50? I don't know.
Here's the thing, Liz. Attention women is not a problem.
Okay.
Attention women is not a problem. Remember, everything that you do is part of your market research. So stay curious when the women come to your room and be like, how do you identify? How many of you identify as aging? Midlife, how would you describe yourself? Okay, so your title was Aging Joyfully, right?
Uh-huh.
So you have aging in there. So
yeah.
No millennials are going to show up for sure.
True.
Great. And then your subtitle was what?
3 keys to live life on your own terms at 50 and beyond.
And there you have the age group. So, and you got a thumbs up on that. So roll with it and then keep refining it. And yeah, I love it. Your vulnerable share, Liz, is it feels kind of clunky. Yeah, it's okay. Keep going.
Okay.
As your wheels keep turning, it's going to start to feel smoother and smoother. Okay.
Okay.
And if your title, nobody comes, ladies, it's not because of the title sometimes. Sometimes it's because your marketing and your butts and seats, your strategies of getting the word out, that didn't work, right? You didn't contact enough people. Not enough people know about you yet. Don't give up. Kier Wampler in this program has been giving signature talks, and her first 2 signature talks, or maybe totally sure, she gave to her husband. Her husband came to support her, and he was the only one there, so she gave her signature talk.
Mm-hmm.
Her confidence grew, okay? So for many of you, you may be underwhelmed by how many people come to your signature talk. No problem. Only problem is if you stop. Okay, Liz?
Okay.
When are you going to give your first signature talk?
I'm looking at August.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
For any of you who are wanting to give a signature talk, August is about 4 to 6 weeks out, and that's what we recommend for your promotion. If you're going to do a talk, 4 to 6 weeks of promotion is average if you don't have a big list. If it's not the thing you're doing every second of your day, if you don't have a huge reach, that you're going to want to give yourself that kind of time to reach out to people and promote. And remember, most people commit 2 weeks before the event.
Yeah.
So don't freak out at the beginning of your promotion if people are RSVPing and give up. Keep going. Most people decide at the last minute anyway. But them hearing about you for a month is good. They're like, oh yeah, that thing. Oh yeah, that thing. Oh yeah, that thing. Oh yeah, that thing. And then finally they're like, isn't that thing happening? I'm bored. Or I'm in pain. And then they come. Okay?
Okay, great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Enjoy the heat.
Well, I'm headed to Hawaii tomorrow, so.
Oh, you have a tough life. Have fun.
I do have a tough life.
Congratulations, because
I'm aging joyfully.
I love it. You're your ideal client.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so good. Aw, love that. Love that. I noticed that I'm the only one kissing, and I'm just gonna say that it's so fun. When I first met Sage and she did it, I was cringing. Every time she did it, I was like, no. The high five thing, I was avoiding that like the plague. Here's the thing. When we're engaged in our learning process, when we wake ourselves up, change our shape, we learn better. So what I want to encourage you all is to find your favorite way of kissing each other off, and then just notice how you feel. Who's next, Shannon?
Everyone's going to become kissers after. You're all kissers.
Kissing is awesome.
Katie Jackson, you're next.
Hi, Katie. Welcome to the call. Where are you calling from?
Hi, I'm calling from the Chicago area.
Welcome. How can we support you?
Okay, so I have several questions, and I'm really trying to narrow it down to be efficient. I have a couple of niches. One of them is like middle-aged women who focused on their family and work and are ready to practice self-care so that they can feel vibrant and healthy. Yep. And the other one is working with women in recovery who want to take their quality of life to the next level, again, kind of dealing with health and wellness, improving their quality of life.
Awesome. So what's your question about?
My first question is that women in recovery, I think, is kind of a micro niche. And I want to do my signature talk for the larger group because it's the same solution.
Yep.
And I have a dentist who is a friend of mine, and she's offered me her office to do talks there. And she has a beautiful place.
Great.
Not real big, though. But what I was thinking of doing is like a series, like maybe 3 or 4 weeks in a row with just little different topics.
Yes.
Okay, and then we can she's going to promote me on her website and Instagram.
Yes.
And I've helped her a lot. So she's kind of been like, she's going to do a testimonial.
Okay, so what's your question?
My question is, how do I make an offer at the end of these little talks? Because I don't really have a program yet. I've developed one just in case.
Okay, pause.
Okay.
Pause. So good. So you're going to make an offering for You're going to make an offering for a discovery session for your micro niche of recovery and your midlife micro niche. Those 2 discovery sessions are going to have 2 different titles. Okay?
Okay.
Now, in your discovery session is where you make the offer for your program. It's not at the end of your talk. Your talk is a free discovery session because you want to sit down and have that grow conversation with your clients.
Right.
Okay, awesome. So once you get into the grow conversation, now you have the opportunity to offer them a program. Now, for you, love, because you and I have had some private sessions, you've got a lot to offer. In your ideal world, how long would you like to work one-on-one with a client to get them some kind of tangible transformation?
4 months.
Excellent. Look how that came. You just know. So you're going to offer them a 4-month program. So ladies, watch how I do this with Katie because it's true for all of you. You have an idea in your head about how long it would take your client to have some kind of transformation. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The longer they're with you, the bigger the transformation.
Right.
So 4 months is Katie's ideal. Great. When you're in the discovery session and you've done the grow model and you're wrapping up and this is your ideal client, you're going to make them an offer for a 4-month program and you're going to tell them 1 or 2 results that they're going to get in that program. That's all you need.
Okay. Should I be doing one-on-one sessions?
Great question. Have you served either of these niches? Have you served them, like sold them a package and walked them through something before?
Not for money. That's my problem. Everything I've been doing is free, so I have to monetize it.
Great. So you're gonna ask for money in exchange for your services. And I'm sorry, what was the question? I got all excited with you.
Oh, individual coaching.
Yes, that was a question. What we recommend is if you've never been paid for your services, work with a dozen people one-on-one. Right? It's like the potential client interviews. You want to work with a dozen or so people so you can see the trend, so that you can work out the kinks in your program, so that you can do this one-on-one with someone, individualized packages, one-on-one, until you start to see a trend. And that will help you hone your program, help you talk about it more, and so on. Does that make sense?
It does. Now, do I do it at a discounted price?
So, Katie, you are so awesome. You've gotten like 7 questions in one. So this is going to be your last question, and then we're going to move on. If you have more, post or ask your coach. I love it. You're blushing. You're so cute. What's your last question?
Do these first clients do at a discounted rate? Because they're kind of, I don't want to do a pro bono.
Discounted from what?
What my program is going to really be.
Well, what's it worth right now?
Well, I was going to say $397 a month.
Look at that. She already knows $397. Beautiful. Offer it for $397. Now, what I want to recommend you do is you go to the offer template and the offer material in the library, because Katie's jumping ahead. We haven't taught about offers. I could totally teach all about offers right now, but you're ahead of the game. So go to the library, listen to everything about offers. And if you still have questions, Katie, no problem. Post, offer question, ask, and then get with your coach.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. I appreciate all your time.
You're so welcome.
Super exciting to hear from all of you today. Let's go to Marlene, and then we'll go to Kat.
Hi, Marlene. Welcome to the call. I can hear you now. Where are you calling from?
Florida, Tarpon Springs.
All right, just tip your camera down so we can see your face.
Sorry.
No worries.
Is that better?
Yes, hi, welcome. Oh, let's see your t-shirt.
I love it.
I love it.
The more I listen, the more I'm not sure if I know what my total question will be, because it keeps changing every time I hear you tell somebody something.
Wow.
Right, so I'll just state where I'm at. I'm trying to come out of niche soup. I've met once with my coaching person. I just couldn't think of the name. Anyway, I've done 5 potential client interviews, and I keep changing my title of how I'm saying I'm doing it. And
So Marlene, just take a breath.
Yeah.
Don't have to rush. We got you.
Okay.
Would you please tell Shannon and I, what is your niche? Who do you serve?
Well, what I thought it was, or I'm hoping it will be.
Good. What you're hoping it'll be.
Yeah, I'm calling myself like a spiritual alignment, either coach or counselor. I have a counseling degree background. But I want to do it. I want to blend. I do a lot of spiritual work because I'm a medium and I do psychic stuff and I teach a lot of that stuff. So I want to blend the two, because what I've discovered is.
So I want you to tell me who you serve.
Who I serve.
Uh-huh.
Primarily women.
Good.
A few men dashed in there.
Good.
And
what do those women suffer with?
Well, there's a couple of different choices, but
yeah,
what I'm hoping to work with are the ones that want to develop their spiritual gifts, but they have all these personal issues that are getting in the way.
Beautiful. They want to develop their spiritual gifts, and they have all this that's in the way. What are 2 things that are in their way?
Well,
2 of the hottest ones.
I'd say self-doubt and lack of confidence, but I don't know if that's the same thing. They kind of feed off each other.
Beautiful. And when they develop their spiritual gifts and they get through self-doubt and lack of confidence, what happens to them?
They start wanting to learn more, and they start wanting to, figure out what they want to do with their gifts.
How do their relationships, their work, or their health change?
How do their relationships, as a result of that, you mean?
Yep.
Not sure about the you mean your JOB work or the spiritual work? Oh, yeah. I would say probably it helps their whole life, because they start being more confident and they start trusting themselves.
Awesome.
And their intuition more often.
Yeah, awesome. So I was going to pause you right here, because before you do some deeper work around this, like the rest of the stuff is going to be kind of unclear for you. So the 3 areas that people invest in, right? Wellness, relationship, or career.
Right.
You're going to want to link, if they get access to more of their spiritual gifts, and they get out of doubt and confidence, they're going to have results in one of these 3 areas: JOB, health, or relationship first.
Okay, can you just say that one more time?
Yeah. Women who are wanting to get more access to their spiritual gifts.
Okay.
And let go of their doubt and lack of self-confidence, so that they can have more success in their relationships, health, or careers. Now I'm quoting off the last page of the Niche Clarity book.
I've been working on it.
Awesome. Great. I'm so glad to hear that. I bet you are. So just go to the workbook, and on the last page, right, it's the accumulation of the statement that I'm paraphrasing for you. And keep staying curious. I heard you say that you're already teaching, and you're in front of your ideal clients already.
Well, I was. Now everything's kind of piddled out on me. But yes, I can bring it back up though.
Got it, got it. So reach out to some of your favorite students, ask them the questions from the potential client interview so that you can continue to craft your niche statement. Because Marlene, you're super close. And one of the things I want to also point out to you, love, are there any other mediums on the...
Yeah, there's a couple I've seen on there.
Okay, so this is for you. One of the things that Sage has recommended is really hot is for you to do readings.
Oh, I do.
Actually do channels in your signature talk. To actually bring your gift out and show people what you're made of. So that you are seen as a medium. It's very hot because not all of us are that. I mean, I'm not. I just clump myself with you. I have wicked talent, but I'm not a medium. So for you to put that out front will magnetize clients to you. So your next step, Marlene, is to continue in the niche clarity book, do some more potential client interviews, and really hone down this niche statement, and definitely post it. If you get stuck, get with your coach, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Big kiss for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Nice to see you.
Yes, you too.
All right, Kat, you're up next. And then we'll go to Juliet.
Hi. Hi. So do you want my niche or do you want my question, or both?
You work. I know who you work with, but tell us.
All right. So I mentor polyamorous women who struggle with communication, insecurities, and boundaries to develop their authentic voice and confidence so they can create successful and healthy relationships with multiple partners.
Nice. Nice.
And so my question is, in doing my signature talk, can I do a live talk and also broadcast on Facebook simultaneously? And how would I engage my Facebook audience in activities?
Great question. Kat, you're breaking up a little bit because you're not, it looks like you're not hardwired in, but we got your question. No problem. Shannon, do you want to take a swing at this?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead, say that one more time.
So her question is, can she do a live signature talk? I know she was breaking up. I'll just repeat it for all of us. Can she do a live signature talk and broadcast that to her Facebook community at the same time and keep her Facebook community engaged while she's doing that? And Shannon, you and I have seen Sage do this a lot at live events. So do you have any tips on that for her?
Yeah, so you want to broadcast the actual signature talk to your live audience.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that, but here's the tricky thing. Actually converting into clients who are going to have discovery sessions can be more challenging than you would think just by broadcasting. And there's a lot of tech involved, and you would need support with it. To make it actually valuable. What I really recommend you do when you first are starting out is just record it. Don't broadcast it live. Just record, set up a stand or have a friend come and record it. Then you can edit it, look for like clips that are really hot, share those on social media first. Because when you're actually teaching live, it's really hard to translate the value online unless you have like a super cool team that's helping you with all that AV. And then to create the connection, and you're up there teaching, you're not going to be able to totally connect with that online group. You would need people connecting with them as well. So I think when you're first getting started, just record statically, static record, go through, pull out pieces that were super hot that you could share with your group, but definitely use Facebook Live to promote your event. Use Facebook Live after your event to give them the highlights, get people engaged, give them offers for discovery sessions that way.
Okay.
I
Great.
love it. Great. Plus one to what Shannon said. Really.
Nice.
Yeah. Big kiss for you.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. I forgot who we said's up next. Was it Juliet? Yeah, it was you, Juliet. Go ahead. You unmute yourself there.
Hi. So just very, very briefly, quick check on my niche, just my niche title. In the beginning, I had Attention Men and Women, 5 ways to create renewed passion and dynamic communication in your romantic partnership. But I'm wondering if men and women feel a bit clunky. So could I say attention couples, attention lovers, or not?
Yes.
Okay. Because originally I had attention Romeo and Juliet because, but I didn't know if that was.
But I love the lovers. Yeah. Lovers. I love the lovers and the couples because the Romeo and Juliet's cute, but it's poetic.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And anytime we put poetry or concepts in our signature top titles, we fall away from the 14-year-old language because not all 14-year-olds have read Romeo and Juliet. You know what I mean? Awesome.
Yeah. Got it. So that's fine. The next question was just sometimes I'm feeling a little blurry between the PCI and the GROW, and I know what they're different things, but they're actually very similar. I find that I'm thinking, oh, this is like the same.
Potential client interview. I can take this one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
There's a lot of, are we there?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Okay, great. There's a lot of similarity. The potential client interview is going to use the GROW model in essence to find out the 2 things that we're using over and over again. You'll actually see the same thing in your signature talk. When you look at the signature talk template that we gave you at the training call, it also uses the GROW model because what we want you to hone in on and focus on with your clients in every way, in every connection is, what do they really want? What is their vision? What is their desire? And what is stopping them from having it? What are their biggest challenges that they're facing? That's the GROW model. After that, you get to give them a hot tip, a mini plan, and then you get to do the wrap up and find out if they're a fit for your program and tell them about it. That's as simple as that. So we're, in essence, when we're doing our potential client interviews, we're finding out those 2 things, what they want and what's stopping them from having it. And we really do want to know, are they interested in investing in something like this? And if we lay out a plan for them, how is that going to resonate for them? We're just testing the waters in our potential client interviews in the same way that we're testing the waters in the discovery session. But in the discovery session, we're both there because we've consented to do that conversation together. That's the only real difference.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, that's it.
Question. Juliet, keep going. You're so on track. Let's give you a big kiss.
Thank you.
Mwah. All right. We just have about 8 more minutes. So for these last questions, we want to get to everyone. Please make it as concise as you can.
Yes, I'm going to go to Ada next.
Hi.
Hi, Ada.
Hi, Ada. Welcome to the call. Where are you calling from?
From Switzerland. And my statement is attention expatriates. I help expatriates to create your fulfilling social network fearlessly.
Beautiful.
And no, sorry. 3 simple steps to create your fulfilling social network fearlessly.
Beautiful. I love it. How can we support you? That passes the FACE test. It passes the FACE test. And so the next one is when we were asked to do the live signature talk, I freaked out. And then as I was doing GROW conversation with the intention of thinking about what am I going to do with signature talk, I had problem talking about one hot tip because I either give them the whole story and so they get excited and that's the end of the story, or I just get so shut down because I'm so afraid to putting myself on the line. I do feel like I'm selling, even though in my that makes sense. You get a little scared and you either overgive or you shut down in those conversations. Yeah.
Or don't even go there.
Or you don't even go there. Got it. How many of you on this call are having similar experiences? Like you tell someone about what you're doing and then you start to have that grow conversation. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah. Do you see that? You're not alone. Totally understandable. Totally understandable. Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Awesome. What I recommend is you practice with women in this tribe who are learning the same model as you, so that you can feel free to make mistakes or be too bold or be too flamboyant, or just have the experience of going from, hi, what do you do? Oh, I work with expatriates. Really? What's that about? Oh, well, I help them build their social network. I would love to talk to you about that. Really? Like, just go through the role play with your coach and the women in this program so you can just do it a couple times and feel more comfortable. Would you be willing to do that?
Yes, I've done zillions of times, almost like 20 times. So I'm
You've
really
done it 20 times with this group already?
with and real people, expatriates.
You've done it with 20 women in this group already?
About 8 in this group and other people outside, real people.
Okay.
Outside.
Okay, good. Good distinction.
And these, when I talk, I get so self-conscious and about thinking about signature talk and having a program for people. I mean, when I don't think about it, it comes. But when I think about it, it becomes real and scary.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. And I'm guessing that it's not going to go away.
I mean, when I don't think about it, I even got a beta client. I've got 2 beta clients now.
Well done.
So, but I freak out about this live event. I said I have nothing to say and all that.
You're so cute. You keep scaring yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, if I don't think about it, I don't freak out. And I'm doing the practice and I haven't freaked out. But when I start to imagine the live event, I freak out. So here's 2 things. Don't think about giving a live event. Don't do a live event.
Okay.
Until you've mastered some of these steps so that you can feel confident in your own skin and it's not me saying you can do it. Mm-hmm. So the 3 things that you need to master, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna write this down?
Yep.
Awesome. You're gonna need to master the grow conversation.
Right.
All the way through to, yes, I want to buy this from you. Can I have your credit card number?
Mm-hmm.
Good. What are the other 2 things you need to master?
The wrap up.
That's part of the grow conversation. Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I have trouble following up. I mean, to talk about
your program.
Yes.
Yep. You're going to need to have your program mapped out. You're going to do that on retreat with us. And you're going to need to know how much money to ask for, which you're also going to do on retreat with us.
Okay, great.
Those 3 things as your skill set will help you move forward, and you don't have to do a live event yet. Great, promise you won't scare yourself?
Yes.
Okay, big kiss for you. Mwah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Ladies, this is a go at your own risk program. If you're a risk taker and you like being on your edge, or you are just damned and determined to make money, like, keep pushing your edge. If you are in a place where being on the edge scares you so much you can't talk and it puts you in inaction, back off a little bit. Practice more. Make more mistakes with people where it doesn't matter. Do that until you get the confidence to dance on your edge. I love your question, Ada. I love your example of being right where you're at. Really beautiful. All right, we've got 2 more. Jessica's happy.
Lisa's been waiting a long time, so let's take Jessica and then Lisa.
Thank you, Shannon. Jessica, what is your one hot question? Give it to us.
The signature talk today, but then I've been like talking to Shannon, Coach Shannon, about like having my client actually be men instead of women. But then I just don't even know what kind of signature talk to give for that.
Awesome. Since I heard you just coach with Shannon, maybe she can help you with this because she knows more about your business in the moment, and I'm just going to listen in for more.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is your question about giving a signature talk for men? I mean, it's basically it's going to be the same for women. So I'm wondering if there's a deeper question in there, or specifically what your question is about giving signature talks.
So because of women that I have before, I thought I wanted to empower women. So I gone through divorce and I helped them like 3 keys to bounce back from a breakup or heartbreak. So then, they can move on, but then it really drains me. And so I talked to you about like switching to perhaps something in alignment with myself so that I will not get drained so much, but then in alignment with the kind of client that I'd be happy, excited to meet and also provide. So it's a win-win situation. So
awesome. So Jessica, I just want to jump in here. So where I want to point you to in this last few minutes of the call is to go to the Niche Clarity book and look at what you have done your PhD in your life, where you spent your time studying, what you're excited and passionate about bringing forward. That's going to be something that comes from inside of you, right? In the realm of career, well-being, or relationship. Those are the 3 choices. Okay?
I've done that many times. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And then so I've done that many times. I did my workshop and then
So Jessica, when you and Shannon had your last session and you were to choose what niche you chose, what did you choose?
Coaching men, perhaps in the relationship area.
Yes.
Relationship with men.
Yes.
Relationship with men.
Great.
So I niche it down, even dating coach, like a
Good.
how
Good.
to
Great, honey. So Jessica, we're gonna need to stop there. I'm gonna try and capture the last 2 people. Keep going with coaching men, no problem.
Right.
No problem.
But then today we talk about a signature talk, and then I'm thinking like, in order for me to give a talk and then attract the potential discovery session, then I'm like my personal story, like.
Okay, so Jessica, I just want you to pause for a sec. I can stay on this training call for an extra 10 minutes,
okay.
But I want to make sure that we're honoring everyone's time. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to stay on the call. I'm going to support you some more and pick the last 2 people who have questions. If you have to hop off, any of you ladies, we just want to do one quick announcement. Then you can pop off if you need to get on with your day. And if you want to stay on the training, definitely stay on. We'll go to 10 after 12. Okay, Jess? Does that work for you?
Yes.
Awesome. So Shannon, we have one more quick announcement we want to make before we let everyone go, and it has to do with Facebook. Will you let us know what that is?
Yes, head over to Facebook because you have a monthly action. It's Q&A day, and we're always going to post a monthly action for you. So in a minute, I'm going to pop up the monthly action. It's to book your next talk and post the details of it below. So I'm going to put that up on Facebook, and we want you to comment on that thread there when you're going to set up your talk and where, and give us those details.
Everyone except Ada.
Everyone except Ada.
Excellent. So ladies, make sure you go there. Also this month, particularly, I want to ask you, I want to ask for a distinction about Facebook. When you post on Facebook, please make sure that you're posting your question at the top. This is the function of our Facebook page is for strategy in business coaching. I love your shares. Keep sharing, but make sure your strategy question is at the top for us. Will you all do that? Will you all do that? Yeah, it is still alive.
Yes, we can do that.
Thank you. And before we let you go, Shannon, do we have a mastermind call next week?
We do. We have a mastermind call next week on Wednesday at 2 p.m. on Maestro. So remember that Maestro is a different system. We're not meeting on Zoom.
Right.
And we
And
had
Shannon,
some technical difficulty with it.
Shannon, don't we do it from 1 to 3?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
at 1 to 3. I'm sorry, I got that confused with today's. There's another Q&A today at 2 p.m. Next week is our Maestro call from 1 to 3 on
If
Wednesday.
you haven't got enough and you still have a burning question, that is a beautiful place to go. Megan Neely is one of our top coaches. She has a lot of expertise in this area, and she is answering questions at 2. So be sure to go there if you need more support. Otherwise, we'll see you on the mastermind call. Show up to the mastermind call waiting to get sweaty. This is your virtual classroom. Do what I suggested to Ada, like make mistakes, take some risks, be too much with your fellow sisters so that you can move forward in confidence. Ladies, this is the official end of our training call. If you have to go, we're gonna bless you off. And for the last couple questions, stay on the line if you wanna have your question, if you wanna hear that. We've got Jessica, Lisa, and then Tanya, and then I actually have to bounce after that. So thank you so much, ladies. Remember, your clients are waiting for you if you're leaving. Big kiss. Jessica, what I heard you say is that you used to help women with heartbreak. Where'd you go? There you are, thank you. And that was burning you out, and so you wanted to work with men. And since you have expertise in relationship, it makes sense that you would help men with heartbreak. Yeah?
Heartbreak and maybe like more like help them to single men dating, you know, to go back to the field.
Yes.
Love. You know, they always, everybody wants that, but then men is also being fearful as well. There's a lot of hurt men out there being
absolutely. One of our leverage coaches, Shayna James, you can check her out online, Shayna James. She works with men specifically and helping them navigate emotional terrain, talking about how they feel. Men struggle with the same issues women do. Awesome. That is a viable niche. Now, Jessica, here's the thing. Women invest in relationship more than men. Mm-hmm. Because there's so much cultural conditioning around men. It doesn't mean you can't build a really strong practice serving men because there's not a lot of people out there doing it. But you're really going to need to stand out, okay? And you're really going to need to commit to getting the word out to men, finding out where they live, what they do, and reaching out to them. You can totally do it. It's possible. But what I also recommend is track people like Shayna James. Listen to her podcasts. Like, look at another woman in the industry who's doing what you want to do and mimic her. You don't have to recreate the wheel. Watch what she's doing that resonates with your message, with your beingness, and consider picking up some tips from her, okay? Awesome. And I want to say something for everyone who's still here. When we hit up against a wall with our niche, you can choose another one, or you can stay with that niche and go deeper. Because we all gonna hit walls with our niches. There is no section or population of people to work with that's easier than another. They're all blessings and blessings in disguise, all of them. So Jessica, what I want to impart you with, which is most important, is to, when you commit fully, so that when you run up against a wall or fatigue, that you're more likely to keep going and have the breakthrough that's waiting for you, okay?
So do I need to think about the signature talk or providing workshop for men?
Yes, if you're gonna choose men as a niche, you're gonna go all the way through. Absolutely. Giving a signature talk, designing content for them, absolutely. Yep.
My
awesome.
personal story about coaching.
So sweetheart, I don't have time for that question in this moment. We're going to get to signature story and I will definitely help you with that. But for right now, I recommend potential client interviews.
Okay.
Right? Finding a venue, everything that you were doing for women, for men, and just commit to that, okay?
Okay, I can do that. Thank you.
Oh, yes, you can. I love it. Can I have a smile?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big kiss. Jessica is happier now.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Lisa, thank you for your patience. How can I support you?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Where are you calling from?
Oh, good.
Yep. Oh, wait. Hold on. We lost you again, Lisa.
How about that? Is that better?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I need help with the what do I do statement, I think. I've now have discovered through much resistance and now surrender that I am working with new yoga teachers.
Awesome.
And so I want some feedback on, I think, what is my what do I do statement?
Great. I work with new yoga teachers.
Yes, I work with new yoga teachers who struggle with fear, confidence, and self-doubt in their teaching.
Fear, lack of confidence.
And self-doubt.
And self-doubt with their teaching.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that they are to, so I'm not too sure, maybe to trust their inner voice and teach from their heart so that they can grow their yoga business and share what they love with the world.
So they can teach what they love.
So they can grow their yoga business and teach and share what they love with the world. That's actually from some potential client interviews. That's
beautiful. They can teach what they love and grow their business, yoga business, and share with the world. Awesome.
Yeah, share what they love with the world. How does that roll or not?
Yes.
Yes.
It passes the face test.
It does.
Say
that again. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was asking Shannon if she agreed because I heard her pop in.
Did I do it?
Yeah. You did, and you waited till the very end, and you just got blessed off. Can I tell you, Lisa, some things that I really love about it that I want you to bring into the rest of your messaging, okay?
Okay.
New yoga teachers. Bing.
Okay.
So that they can teach what they love and grow their business. 2 tangible results.
Okay. Awesome.
The place I want you to continue to stay curious about is the fear, lack of self-confidence, and self-doubt. Just stay clear and keep looking for the language that they say, that they use when they talk about what they struggle with, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Big kiss for you.
Thank you. Mwah. Thank you.
Welcome. I like seeing you so happy. That's wonderful. Ooh, happy dance. All right, Tanya. Bring it home. Bring it home. All the way from England, right?
Yeah, from England, but my home country is South Africa. So I represent Africa and Europe.
Thank you for clarifying that. What is your question?
I have a quick question. My original niche, I love working with men and women, but when I put my signature talk title, the women in the group love from death. Oh, thank you for your feedback. From death slave to money queen, 5 keys for entrepreneurs to great consistent money. But I enjoy working with men. So my question is, can I, because I was wondering I'll do one next week, can I do 2 talks, one for men and one for women? So from death slave to money king. And then, because my niche is still men and women, but the signature talk title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can. And here's the thing, Tanya, consider this too. Women often like to go places with other people, and men are solo. Women are more likely to be in public with what's wrong with them or the issues that they have, and men more like to do it by themselves. This is what I've noticed. So consider doing the separate talks, no problem, see what happens, right? The men in England may be different than the American men that I know. But consider doing talks that are open to both, and creating talk titles for both, so that if a woman is going to a money thing and a guy's kind of on the fence, she's like, come on, come. Then they're both in the room, right? Then you have twice as many potential clients in your room to talk to. So you could do, it was money slave to something queen. What was it?
From debt slave to money queen, because all my PCI interviews, the debt came up. And interestingly, the thing about relationships came up. When I was interviewing the people, they saw a relationship that they have with money, how it shows up in their marriage.
Yeah, so that's the other thing I was going to say is like, you potentially could help couples, right? So what if you changed it to reign over your money?
Oh, I like that.
So some more gender neutral kinds of titles. Move from being a slave to your debt to reigning over your money.
Okay, I like that.
3 keys for men and women who want to blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Yeah?
Because it's part of my PhD program that I've had in my marriage.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and that way, Tanya, you can set yourself up to be more in the curiosity, because you may find that your micro niche is actually helping couples.
I love that.
You may find that your micro niche is men with solopreneur men who are ashamed. Like, you don't totally know yet. So I would say, especially because you are, my experience of you is you're like really ready to like do it, right? Give a series of 6 talks, experiment with those titles and see what happens. Big kiss for you, money queen.
I want to add one fun word that came to mind. It was something like money majesty.
Ooh.
Or money magnificent. Debt slave to money magnificent. Attention couples.
Yes. Yes.
Say it again, Shannon, just one more time. Money
so
majesty.
Attention couples, 3 keys, or from debt slave to money majesty.
Ooh, I like that.
Or magnificence. Both of them kind of flow. Both of those words came to mind.
You could even say money majesty for couples. 3 keys to, like, just keep playing with those words. Awesome, Shannon. I love the royalty of it. Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. It fits in with my human design profile of sovereignty and things. It all ties in. So thank you.
So I have to give you guys a hot tip, and I use it all the time. When I'm in brainstorming mode, I use Google thesaurus and synonyms, and any word, like I'll just go on and queen and king and start clicking on the synonyms, and it's really helpful.
Wow, what a great idea, Shannon. Wow, ladies, you just got a really hot tip for all of you that just hung here to the end. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So it is 12:12 and I need to bounce. And I'm so glad I was here with all of you. Thank you for staying and learning and being in beginner's mind again and again and being willing to learn from each other. This is a magnificent group. We look so forward to seeing you. Please unmute yourself now and give everybody a wahoo, and we'll end our Q&A for today.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
All right, ladies, get into action. Your clients are waiting for you. Bye now.